What up, y'all? My name is AJ Hall, and I make drum break samples for producers. Today, we're gonna check out the Filk Channel Strip Mark II by the homies at Kiive Audio. Let's go. So you've essentially got 3 modules inside of one plugin, and you can switch the modules out for different models, and you can even move the signal chain with one in front of the other, or switch them around just like you would an actual channel rack. You've got your basic preamp that you can add some saturation with right here. 2 models for that. Then you've got 3 different EQ modules that you can choose from down here. And then finally, you've got 2 different compressors to choose from right here. And as I said before, you can literally click and move these anywhere you want to actually alter the signal chain. You can have the EQ running into the saturation, into the compression, or maybe the compression running into the EQ running into the saturation, or maybe the compression running into the saturation running into the you get my point. So I've got a drum break of mine that I just put out in a new pack. I've got the Filk Channel Mark II on the master channel. Here's the drum break without the Filk Channel strip. Nice, grimy, you know, kind of Led Zeppelin style drum break, I guess. And then, if I put the Filk Channel Mark II on... Oh, God. That's heavy, man. Turn it off. On. Off. On. That's grimy, man. All right, so I'm gonna zero everything out and we're gonna rebuild this channel strip from scratch. We're just gonna have some fun. On the preamp side, you can literally just turn up one saturation knob and you have a dry and wet mix as well as 2 different saturation types. And then you have an output knob to adjust for the gain staging and the actual gain matching. I'm gonna slowly take the saturation up from 0 to about 15 over here. Check this out. Okay, and now we're gonna adjust for that actual gain matching. Off. On. Off. I'm actually gonna put the wet mix on 50. Now I'm running this thing parallel. Let's check it out now. See, now we can add a whole lot more saturation now that it's on 50%. Saturation is all the way up, but the plugin itself is on 50%. 50% mix. Off. On. Off. On. That's killing, man. All right, now let's turn on the EQ section. I've got one of the 3 different EQ modules you can actually have in this plugin. I've got the gray one up. It's the Filk EQ2. You've got a presence knob down here that accounts for the decibels raised or lowered, everywhere from 700 hertz, 0.7 kilohertz, all the way up to 5.6 kilohertz. So you've got 700 to 5K that you can tweak. You've got 0 to 8 dB in either direction that you can add or subtract. Let's just mess with some 700. Let's add some honky mids to this drum break. Slowly going up with 700 hertz. Going back down to 0. Let's take that all the way down to -8. What if we wanted to scoop all those mids out? I like that, man. Let's add some lows. You've got a little, what looks like a quarter note below the staff. I guess that means we're controlling the lows. It looks like you've got a fixed notch on the lows. So this is just adding some lows. In either direction, you got 15 dB plus or 15 dB minus. Let's go. Oh yeah. Starting to blow out my headphones a little bit. That sounds good, man. That would be crazy on some 808s. So now with this EQ module, you've actually got what looks like a fixed notch in the highs, where you can add, again, 15 dB or subtract 15 dB. Let's just slowly add some of the highs as the drum break plays. It's a little bit harsh. Take it back down. All right, now we're going to subtract those highs all the way down 15 dB. Bringing it back up. I actually like that slight boost that I've given it. So let's play this drum break without the EQ module. Turning it on, here we go. Oof. I love the sub bass that it added to the kick. That's nasty. Off. Yep. On. So now we're going to go over to the compressor section. We're going to slowly add some compression to this thing. A little bit of gain reduction. It's going to show me up in that meter right there. I would say slowly, but that happened pretty fast. Let's just change the ratio and really smash these drums, man. Oof. I'm going to change the recovery time to let a little bit of it more through quicker. Change the attack time. So you've got everything from 25 milliseconds to 2.5 milliseconds, and then another notch, which is 0.25 milliseconds for the attack time. Now, I'm really loving the way this sounds, and the best part about it is I can actually run this compressor parallel. I don't want them that smashed. So let's take it all the way down to 50% wet dry knob. Okay. Turning the compressor off. On. Off. On. Oh yeah, man, that's some nice, fat, heavy compression. I turned the ratio back down to 1.5 to 1. So here we go, man. We just built a channel strip from scratch in the Filk Channel Mark II. We're gonna play the drum break without it first, and then with it. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. On. Off. Oh, bro, that's night and day. That is night and day. On. Off. Come on, man. Stop playing. That's ridiculous. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have probably heard enough of me talking over this drum break. I'm going to play the drum break, and I'm literally just going to mess around with the different modules that you can switch in and out and switch the order of inside the Filk Channel Mark II by Kiive Audio. I'm loving this thing, man. I'm just going to mess with some settings. Y'all watch the screen and listen on your headphones, man. Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Filk Channel Strip Mark II by the homies at Kiive Audio. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. This thing is definitely gonna be staying on my master channel for a very, very, very long time, man.